I'm back. I am vaccinated, by the way. That shit don't fucking work. I look. What are they arguing
Like,
about?
who was better at
Basketball?
Yeah.
How does a basketball disagreement lead to people getting fucking shot? That Mexican alien. What do you think? You think it's real? You think it's a real alien?
Yes.
You think it's 100% real alien?
I think it's real.
Okay, now expand. Now I need to hear the rest of that. I'm back.
Let's go
to the Otown Talk, baby. And so are you. Thank you for tuning back in. I'm a little rusty. I'm feeling a little bit of rust. You know, I've been gone 2 weeks. Got a little bit of COVID in me. That was no fun. No bueno. Not at all. I am vaccinated, by the way, so that just tells y'all that shit don't fucking work. I don't make the fucking rules. Unfortunately, I just have to abide by them. And that shit, I still got fucking sick.
That's awesome.
But thank you for tuning back in, y'all. It feels good to be back. We got a good episode today. It's just me and Bray because Bailey went out of town again. I don't know who this chick thinks she is. Vacationing.
I don't think she likes hanging out with us anymore.
Honestly, bro, I'm just saying, man. Yeah. Well, I hope you have a good vacation, Miss Hit. I hope you have a great time.
Having fun while we're over here working.
But here we are, and let's kick it off, buddy.
Let's ride.
You've been doing some self work over these last couple months.
Yeah, man.
And you're looking fucking good.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
You're grinding. You're working here on the pod.
Yep.
You're working your job. You know, we got to do that.
You got to work, man. I need some sort of financial income, dude.
And then you're working on your music again.
Yeah, dude.
And you're working in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And my boy talking to the bitch.
And I still got some side projects too. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I stay busy, bro. I stay busy.
You're killing it, man. So how you feeling? Like what really is like sending you down this path, and what's keeping you on it?
I mean, to be honest, not only you. I mean, I genuinely owe most of it to you. You've really changed my mindset throughout this past year. But that's really why I changed, man. You know, the past few years, I like let go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just stopped caring about everything myself, like working out, like music, just everything, man. I basically just gave up, you know. And starting this year, you know, I moved back in with my parents. I hadn't lived with them in X amount of years. And
that's always a shitty feeling.
You know what I mean? So on top of that, man, like, I think it wasn't like rock bottom. Like, I don't truly believe I've hit rock bottom yet. I hope I never do.
Yeah, hopefully you don't.
You know, but you know, coming here definitely changed my mindset and my look on life, because you know, no one should live like that. I don't want to live like that. I didn't want to live like that anymore. And, you know, I really owe it to you again. Like, you know, you're my best friend.
So to give the people sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off.
bro, cut me off, man. Fuck
sorry,
me.
man. But to give the people a little more perspective on that part, like you said, live like that. What would you say you were living like?
Just very unhealthy, just not an active lifestyle at all, just very lazy. I would just, you know, I started going back to school, but, you know, I had really bad drinking habits. I mean, I still smoke, but I've chilled out with all that, especially eating poorly, dude, just terrible meals, like eating out all the time, just spending money on stupid shit, you know. And coming into this year, every year I told myself, you know, I was going to do music, I was going to get in the gym, I was going to do this, do that. And I just never did it. And, you know, this year I told myself that, and I said, you know, I'm really going to change. Like, I'm going to make the change. I'm going to do it. You know, I'm getting older now. Like, you know, I can't just be telling myself this and not actually setting goals, not actually doing it. And I remember talking to you, and just even throughout that process, I would always talk to you, and, you know, you would tell me, you know, dude, you need to get in the gym, man. Like, you know, you're not looking too good, you know, and it just, honestly, man, just, and a lot of the stuff you sent me, like a lot of the DMs, the motivational things, you know, that really is what got it. Because a person like me, genuinely, I kind of need a little push. Like, you know, I can't do a lot of my own. I mean, literally, like you just said, I mean, I do a lot of things, bro. So, I mean, there's only, you know, so much that I can really
You got to give up on some free time.
You know what I'm saying? Really, like you have, yeah. And, you know, that's what still is one of my biggest problems, is that I spend my free time poorly still. Not as bad, obviously, but there's so much. You have
less of it.
Right. And yeah, especially, well, yeah, in a sense, but you know, with the little time that I have, you know, I need to be still working, essentially. I need to be putting in, I need to be grinding, you know, and I don't know, man. Just looking at myself throughout the years, dude, just gained a bunch of weight. I just didn't feel like I looked good. I lost a lot of confidence in myself.
You've lost a shit ton.
I've lost a ton of weight, dude. Dude, like 2-3 months ago. Well, actually, I mean, starting this year, I was probably around 215, 220. I mean, I was big, dude. I was big.
What was your biggest?
Like 225. Yeah, bro. I mean, I was up there, man. And even then, like, I mean, I knew that I was getting fat, but I was like trying to maintain the fatness without, doing the actual things that I need to do in order to get the weight off, feel better. Yeah,
so you were just trying not to get any fatter.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because I knew I was like, this is as big,
The gut was crazy.
Right. Yeah, dude. Everyone that saw me, dude, they know. I mean,
it's funny because you don't hold a lot of weight like elsewhere.
No, dude, it just goes straight to my gut. And genuinely, a lot of that really did go to alcohol, man. I mean, I was drinking a shit ton. Not my previous job. I mean, even that job a little bit, but definitely not as much as the job before that. And I was like just downing beers, liquor, all that shit. And so I just gained weight, and I was in a bad relationship that obviously didn't help. Wasn't very motivating either. So, just a lot happened over the few years, and even years before that, I still just kind of, but after talking to you, man, I mean, you really motivated me with getting into the gym. And I mean, that was really the first step, man. I mean,
it always is, man. That's what I tell everybody.
It literally takes, all it takes is really just one, I don't even know like what the right phrase would be.
W.
Well, I mean, essentially, like,
because every time you go to the gym, it's you literally won something that day.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the gym, you have a W in the bag for that day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, even if you do nothing else, which you shouldn't do nothing else, but even if you do nothing else, you got a dub because you took care of your health. You got yourself either looking a little better, feeling a little better, getting a little stronger. So, and then once you get a W, you feel that W, you feel the benefits of that W, and then it makes you want to get more W's.
And I haven't had that feeling in so long, man. And so after, the first day in the gym, going home, I'm like, damn, like, I'm almost like, I want to go back. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
literally, bro.
Now it's like, I need to do it more.
Yeah.
And so after doing that, man, I mean, it really was a domino effect. I think it really takes just putting one step forward in the right direction in order to change. I mean, it's really, it takes a lot to change, and it's not that easy. I mean, I still go through a lot of the bad habits that I had before, but it gets better with time, and that's all it's going to take. I mean, I'm not asking for
you
all
don't
of
need
this
perfection either.
No, exactly. Yeah. And nobody's perfect. And, I can, and I can live with that. I'm okay with, that. I don't think I'll ever be perfect or be in the state that I necessarily want to be, but that's okay. And if I get there, I get there. If I don't, it sucks.
Well, you'll never be there because once you get there, you want more.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing. And especially, and that's what I've learned with, working out. Cause I remember you'd always say that stuff. It's like, you get to that point where you like feel really good, you look good, almost like peak, and then it's like you still want more. Yeah, and you still don't think you look that great.
Dude, like you remember what I used to look like if back when I was looking like shit. If I looked like this then, I would have killed to look like this then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But now I'm here and I'm like, no, let's get this chest a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I could use a little more.
I can do
more
another set. Yeah.
So. Like, you're never satisfied, and that's the beauty of it. That's what keeps you, grinding and going.
Yeah, exactly. But genuinely, I mean, like I said, man, it's just a domino effect. It took me just going into the gym, and then once I did that, I was just motivated. I was just like, man, I really need to start doing more. I mean, I'm working on this, but like, then I started looking at other things. Like, I'm like, man, I'm not making the money I want. I'm not doing the things that I love. I don't, I have so much potential, so much more that I feel like I can give and do, and I'm just not doing it. And so after the gym, we started doing the podcast. We stared
working on other.
Yeah, working on other ventures.
Y'all know about that soon, but that's.
I was gonna say that's to be continued at the moment. But genuinely, the biggest thing, because I know I've been saying for years that I'm gonna drop music. Gonna drop an album, Resurrection, all that, and I just haven't. And I don't want to sound corny when I say this, but like, the fans want me to drop music, and I just like even my friends, family, like everyone wants me to make music. And with that process, I'm now like gaining my confidence back. I'm listening to my old songs.
You've improved a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think, and that's the other thing too, is that, I might not be dropping music, but this is what I've been telling my parents and, you and a lot of my other friends, like, I might not be dropping music, but it's not like I'm not making music. You know what I mean? Like, I've been really practicing the craft. I've been really studying it, listening to the right lyrics, the right artists, just everything, I'm just trying to, and I'm still trying to figure out, what it is that I want to do musically. You know what I mean? Like, I know I can kind of rap, like, I don't know if I can necessarily sing that well per se, But I mean, it's just all about experimenting. But that's why I'm really getting back into it, because I really want to find out which one it is, which one people would rather hear. But that being said, too, I am dropping a project by the end of this year. It's probably sometime in December. So
it will be eventually in the description.
Yeah, I mean, I promise I am dropping this year. So I will have a project out. How many songs? I'm not 1,000% sure. I'll make sure to put a decent amount on there, because I know I've just been dropping features and just little verses. So, but yeah, man, I mean, honestly, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I've really turned my life around this year, I think, and it's just only up from here.
Based on like the growth you've experienced this past year,
Mm-hmm.
where would you say you like see yourself going? Like, who is ideal Braden? Who is end goal Braden right now? Like, in your mind, the thing, like the boxes you would have to check to say, I made it. You know,
I'm where I want to be. Man, that's tough.
Obviously, we said it'll change once you get there.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, right now, I would say definitely the music. I want to check that off. I want to be promoting.
What's the goal in the music? Like when you get your first
to be
record deal, or do you want to stay independent?
You mean like that?
Yeah.
I mean, man, with music.
So like the way I would list
I just want to put out music. I just want people to listen to it. You know,
you don't care about being too famous?
I mean, to an extent. I mean, my ideal thing would to be an artist. I mean, I love rap, especially, but I love music. You know, I would love to be somewhere in that realm, whether it be the artist or maybe someone in the background. But, you know, being that I do rap, I mean, obviously that would be, you know, the ideal goal is to actually, you know, make it. Whether I be like, you know, a Drake or like, you know, an underground rapper or, you know, somewhere in the middle.
Like a Caskey.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I'd be fine with that. Just, you know, the goal is like, you know, concerts, making money from it, what, you know, how much it is. Like I would really like for that
so
to be
sick to be at a concert.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Like I really like that's a dream of mine, really. Like, that's something I really want to check off my list, is like just performing one of my songs.
You think you'd be a good
dude.
performer? Like, you think
I think
you could
so.
Show off for a crowd?
I think it's funny.
I would shit my pants personally.
You think so?
I don't think I could handle.
You want to know what
pressure.
it is? Because it's actually funny you asked that question, because there's this new artist I found. He goes by Jaden. He spells it JXDN, I think. If I'm misspelling that, I'm sorry. Huge fan though. Love that shit. He's kind of like a punk rap rocker type. If you want to check him out, look him up. But I was watching a live concert of him, and you know, he's relatively new. Like he's been kind of popping for probably the past 2-3 years, if I had to guess. And watching him perform, just like, I mean, it looked so just authentic and organic. So like I feel, and so this is what I'm kind of getting at. Like I feel like I could do it, because you got to think, it's people. If you have a bunch of fans that are singing your song, especially if it's like word for word, like
you're getting hyped.
Oh, dude, like that's what I'm saying. And I mean, like I've realized like you can't worry about like what people might like.
Kind of like party with the crowd.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's just, and that's what it is, man. I mean, you got to have crowd engagement. I mean, that I feel like I would probably.
Some of these rappers actually suck at that shit.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've definitely, even some of these big dogs, I can't think off the top of my head. I think I saw Migos. I didn't see them in person, but I saw like a video.
I saw them in person. They
suck.
They were okay, but the thing that I hated about
they just seem like they don't give a fuck. That
and it's funny you say that, because they were supposed to come on at 11, or they were supposed to come on at some certain time. They didn't come on until an hour later, and they only performed for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and like
I was so hot, bro. I was so heated.
And I feel like part of that though has to be their image. Like I feel like part of their image, like their character, so to speak. Like we would call it a character in the social media realm.
But I mean, that's essentially what it really is, though. If
part
you
of their character is not giving a fuck.
Right.
So even when they perform, they gotta look like they don't give a fuck. I don't know if that's really what it is, or if they truly just don't give a shit about the fans.
Exactly. Which is bad, because that kind of hurts them in the long run.
Yeah.
Because that's,
I mean, look at them now. They're really not that relevant.
I don't really think so. Well, especially, I mean, rest in peace, Takeoff.
Yeah,
but I mean, they
even before that,
they were going like independent.
Yeah.
They weren't really bubbling the way that they used to be.
And when they originally went independent, I could get behind, like, I was fucking with some Offset shit independent, and like they were still good, but then something happened during that time while they were all independent that, like, I don't know, something didn't go right. I remember Takeoff made a mixtape or an album with T Grizzly, right?
He might have. I know Lil Durk made a collab with T Grizzly. T Grizzly made a few collab albums. And then you said with Takeoff?
Yeah.
He probably did. And
then Offset made an album with 21 Savage.
Oh yeah, with Metro Boomin.
And Quavo was making music with everybody. So I do feel like it was around that time that the Migos started to kind of feel stale. It was like shortly after, for me, I would say shortly after Without Warning dropped. And then also fucking Culture 2, or was it 3? Do they have 3 cultures now?
I think they do.
When did the third one come out? I think it was Culture 2. I'm thinking
years
of.
ago.
Yeah, I think
Probably.
I'm thinking of Culture 2. I was in
really,
college.
Culture and Culture 2 were really good.
Yeah, so after Culture 2 is when I feel like they really started falling the fuck off.
Well, and because that's when they all were trying to go like solo, have independent kind of career. Well, excuse me. And apparently what it really was is they were all like beefing. Like there was some sort of.
Well, I know Offset and Quavo started beefing because I guess Offset fucked Quavo's girl.
Oh, yeah, that is what happened. Yeah.
And that's what I
think some of it too had.
I saw it in passing.
I think some of it played into like one of them had a bigger head than the other one. Like I'm the bigger artist than you.
Probably
like,
Quavo.
sit down.
I would think because apparently, well, Quavo was part of the reason. Apparently,
Takeoff died.
Yeah. So wouldn't surprise me because it was his ego that caused that whole situation to happen. I guess he was fucking arguing with someone over a fucking. What were they arguing
like
about?
Who was basketball? Yeah, something stupid like that.
How does a basketball disagreement lead to people getting fucking shot? I mean, I just can't even fucking wrap my head around it.
I literally can't either.
I
really can't.
It makes no sense. I mean, I could see if you're very passionate about a sport, maybe smacking someone in the mouth. I've smacked someone in the mouth for like
right. I mean, it gets heated, right? But never am I gonna like kill someone over
fucking
it. Like,
shoot him.
Yeah, like
I mean,
really.
The guy that got shot Takeoff wasn't even part of the argument.
No, I know that's what's
fucking there,
and that's the perfect example of like stupid shit like that can lead to like an innocent bystander being killed, being Takeoff. Like he wasn't involved with it. He probably wasn't even saying anything. He was probably chilling, doing his own thing. And unfortunately wound up losing his life over a stupid argument such as that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I don't know.
But to shift gears a little bit, it's still kind of in the realm of self-improvement. I want to talk a little bit about business because I'm like, so this year has been fucking chaotic for me, I would say. Would be the best way I could explain it.
I would agree.
I wouldn't say it's so you've been on like a trajectory up. Like, you know what I mean? You've pretty much just been climbing. I already kind of got through my initial self-improvement phase last year or the year before.
Like you're way ahead.
Yeah, but with the problem with that is, and I guess this is almost like a little heads up to you, it's like you got to come out the other side. You know what I mean? Like it's not always going to be straight uphill.
Nope.
And I wouldn't say my life is like going bad right now. I'm still doing a lot of great things. I love doing this podcast.
Likewise,
I do have my own business, so the people I'm surrounding myself with are great. So I still have a lot of good things going. I'm trying to focus on those good things, but as I've told you, business has been tough lately.
Very tough.
Opening up to y'all, business has been tough. All right. And
y'all don't know the half of it.
It's like a fucking like a mudslide, bro, or like a fucking avalanche. Like just one little thing happens and then everything starts following right behind it.
Yeah.
And so I bring that up to say, it's just crazy, I guess, how life does that. How you climb, like you feel like you're at the top, you're really doing everything you want to do, and then like shit just like hits the fucking fan. Like so many things hit the fucking fan. So. And not just in business, in my personal life too.
Yeah.
And, working to straighten that stuff out. And it's just weird to think about how I'm going to, like, I think I have to swallow my pride. You know what I mean? Like, I'm even talking to you about, like, looking for a job, and it's a learning experience. And that's how I'm looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's how you get back up after this too, man. I mean,
exactly.
You gotta be built up to be broken down, to appreciate when you were being built up, and then you begin another journey to try and get
not
back
to take it back to the gym, but that's how building muscle works.
Exactly,
too. You break down the muscle to build it even bigger.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So I'm trying to focus on this as a learning experience and kind of the path that I take from here. I haven't fully decided where the business is going yet. I haven't fully decided, but I have some things in mind. And if things like do keep going down this fucking avalanche, I really think I want to I want to learn more about selling.
Right.
You know, because I think I have marketing down. I'm very good at operations, finances. I'm good with, but I'm not like your sales guru guy.
Yeah,
and that's why I was telling you about the job I want to try out. I want to get into the sales field a little bit. I feel like I could turn this L into a dub in a way because I learned
make them go like that.
Yeah, exactly. I learned from the business that my weakness is in business.
Of course, yeah.
You know,
it's kind of like relationships. I mean, you get into a relationship for a long time, like, you know, you figure out some things about the person things about the person that you really look for in somebody, and then, you know, and then you self-improve as well. So not to cut you off, but yeah.
No, I get
you know what I'm
saying.
saying?
So like I learned what I'm not good at in business. I learned what I am good at in business. And maybe this is the time for me to hone in on those skills I'm not so good at and try to maybe dive down a little bit of a career in those areas I'm not good at to become good at them.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I can apply it to my next business.
But wouldn't you rather dig deeper into the things that you are good at?
No, because to be an entrepreneur, you need to be good at everything. To some extent, you have to at least be okay.
I'm playing like devil's advocate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I like that. But you got to be at least okay at everything. And I
have an understanding.
I straight up suck at sales. Like straight up. Like the only way I've gotten clients, right, or generated income is through people just believing in what I have. I'm not.
That's part of it.
Well, yeah, and that's good. I want to have a good product.
But now you got to learn how to sell that.
But I gotta know how to sell it. So like I gotta be able to sell it to the person that doesn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm good at selling it to the people that already have like, you know, a little light in them. You know, they're already kind of like, you know, they see how good it is for them.
Exactly.
And I just gotta like give them that extra little push to like get kind of like I do with you almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Like how I get my homies
find that
in the
person.
gym.
Yep.
And that's basically how I've been chasing clients. I find that person that I see a spark and I'm like, you know, push them.
And a lot of it kind of, I mean, not to cut you off again, but like, I think a lot of it too is, I mean, it really takes like, I mean, especially like a person like me, I mean, you've been telling me to hit the gym even before, like, you know, now, but I mean, I think for a lot of it, at least especially with what you do, I think a lot of it comes from the individual. Like they have to find it within themselves to.
But that's the thing. I want to be a good enough salesman that they don't even have that in them. And I can
bring
make it
out.
in them.
Right.
Like I can put it there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know 100%.
And like people that are true salespeople, you know, some of them are scumbags. You know,
snake oil salesmen
and shit. But I'm going to actually sell products I believe in.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So
genuine.
So I want to be able to put it in them. Like even if they don't know they need it, they don't know they want it, they have no desire to have it. I want to be able to put that there.
Give it to them.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I want to go. I think
good skill to have.
I think if I do, you know, if things end up not working out, that's the path I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just really try to hone in on my weaknesses, make them better, and then my next business will just be even.
This inspired me. I should honestly be doing that.
Yeah.
My mind's all over the fucking place.
Well, it's a challenge. You know what I mean? It challenges you.
Exactly.
And I've had a challenge in a while. Genuinely, like aside from like the turmoil I've went through in some parts of the business, I haven't had like a true like challenge to like push myself in a new career since I became a personal trainer, basically.
Yeah.
Because once it was a challenge, like learning to be a good trainer. Because at first, training's harder than y'all think, by the way. This shit, like, the science, most of it is just knowing shit. But when you have to assess a person and training you is one thing, right? Like,
of course.
But man, I've had to train like 75-year-old women.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
I almost forgot.
I had to learn, bro. My oldest client was 97.
Yeah, I remember you saying
so.
That
Like,
too. That's insane.
I had to, you know, learn a lot of methodologies and stuff. You know, I understood how the body worked, but when a body doesn't work how it's supposed to work, it's a whole new ball game. Right? And so things were definitely a challenge in like adapting to like the different types of clients and how to motivate certain types of clients. You know, as far as like they already signed up, already got them. Like back when I was at the gym I worked at. I don't want to shout anyone out for free. Nice. But back when I was at the gym I worked at, working with so many different people, you got people that you need to like you know, rub them and be like, oh, you got it, you got it. And then you got other guys that's like, you better pick up that fucking weight. Like,
of course.
You know, it's just you got to learn how to work with a lot of different
have that balance.
Yeah. So there were challenges there, but I'm ready for like a new challenge. You know what I mean? I'm ready for something to like make me learn, make me think, make me grow. You know what I mean?
I think that's good for people to do. I mean, especially, I mean, it'll make you a better person, but it's also
it'll make me a better businessman. That's the main thing.
I mean, it's gonna
because at the end of the day, no matter, even if I got to take a little break from doing true business for a little bit, I will own a multi-million-dollar company. That is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't even think to ask you. What's your like goal? What's your checklist? The question you asked me.
Okay.
Like, where do you see yourself and you can say you checked off everything?
Perfect. Okay. Perfect world. Rich.
Right.
I mean, that just right out the gate.
Ideal. Yeah.
I need to be rich.
Of course.
And rich for like something I like. You know, I don't want to just be a money chaser.
That's what I was just
I
about
want
to
to be
ask,
passionate about what makes me rich, and I want to build something.
Right.
Something that has meaning, success behind it. Not necessarily helps people, but makes people feel good.
Yeah,
you know,
I know what you're saying.
I don't want to be like, I don't want to be rich off like say insurance or something. You know what I mean? Like because nobody likes paying insurance. No, you know, you do it because you have to.
Too.
Yes, there are benefits to having insurance,
of course. Yeah,
but like at the end of the day, when we got to pay that bill, we're not looking forward to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I want it so that when people give me their money, they are happy they gave it.
Like personal training. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like personal training. They get something out of it. You know?
Exactly. They feel good after it. They can give you good feedback.
Yeah, so I would say as far as like success goes, those are the two things: wealthy because of you know, something I believe in.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, a wife, you know, kids, dog, you know, all
Definitely
the fucking
all
the nice shit. But so not your basic white picket fence life. I don't want that, but I do more like a gate.
Yeah, I feel you.
A fence.
One that's automatic. You got to put a code into.
Maybe a security guard sitting
I was
by
gonna
it.
say you got to call in, show your ID.
Yeah, so I want all those traditional things. I want a wife. I want kids. I want a kid. I at least want a son. Unfortunately, you can't choose. Well, you can, but I'm not going to go that route.
I mean, you could.
You could, but yeah, I'm not going that route.
You want it to be
I
organic.
want it to be organic, yeah. So if I got to have $5 before I got my fucking son, I guess that's just how it's going to be.
Good God.
And that's why I got to be rich.
Vince and Kate plus 8. Yeah. Something like that. Good Lord. Nah, dude, it's actually funny you say that because it's just, I mean, me being me. Because as you're saying that, because I realized I wasn't even thinking about this when I was answering your question. You know, honestly, and I think a lot of people kind of like forget about this too. But I think the number one thing that I would want to check off is that like I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, might be cliche. I'm not trying to be like that, but like genuinely, as long as I'm like healthy,
mentally and physically,
exactly. Like literally, like those, like I'll be good. I mean, obviously, yes, I would love to, you know, be very wealthy, have a lot of money, be doing the right thing. I don't want to be some sort of scumbag, douchebag out here, you know,
crypto zoo.
Right, fucking people up. I don't want to be like Logan Paul. But nah, like, you know, I think people really need to, and even back to, you know, the self-improvement thing. I mean, I feel like that's something that's really lost right now. I don't think. And
I think it's coming back though.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely making a strong comeback. You know? And I think genuinely, I mean, all joking aside, well, Tate. At least, yeah, I was gonna say Tate, Goggins. I mean, those people like they might not like them. They might think something of them.
I think most people like Goggins.
Really?
Most people like Goggins.
I don't pay attention to either of them. But either way, I think the message that they spread specifically, a little bit, like as far as like, you know, self-improvement, I think that is what's really propelling people to actually not only get in the gym. Because I mean, you don't necessarily need to go into the gym, but you need
healthy. You need something physical.
You need to be doing something active. You need to be like eating the right shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that is the biggest thing that people really need to start focusing on. I mean, the thing that's really starting to hit me too, it's kind of part of the reason why I have this tattoo is, you know, you only really have one life, dude. Yeah. I mean, genuinely.
That's why I'm trying to move quick.
Yeah, that too. I mean, and like I was saying, like, you know, I have such a busy schedule. Like, you know, I have school, this, that, music, podcasts, like, but, you know, I think Steve Harvey said it, you know, like, or whoever, the famous quote, you know, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Like, that's really starting to hit me now that I'm getting older, because genuinely, in today's time too, I mean, it was different for our parents. Like, we live in a completely different time right now. Like, I can only fucking imagine the shit that's going to be, you know, in place.
It's just
like
going to keep
20 years.
getting harder.
That too, but that's what I'm saying. So that's why my main goal is to be healthy, get ahead now, so that in the future, or, you know, when the years come, you know, I'm prepared. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And to finish, like, I guess my ideal self, since you brought up health, I mean, obviously I'm still being.
And I figured, yeah. And I knew that
that's
too.
why I didn't list it. It's just ingrained in me.
Yeah.
I couldn't not.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, you would. I mean, obviously, whenever you say that to someone, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, of course, I want to be healthy." But I just think it's funny that that's not like the first thing. I mean, obviously, same thing with me. Like when I answered, I was like, "Oh yeah, I just want to be a rapper, dude."
Well, yeah.
But like
for me, the reason I didn't bring it up is just because it's almost so second nature to me. You know what I mean? It's like it's not even optional type shit.
would you rather be like? That's funny. We'll get into that. But like rich and be like sick, or be like
poor and healthy.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, how poor, how rich? You know,
I mean, poor. When I ask that, I mean like you're not like down.
I have a
like,
house.
Yeah, of course. Like you have things. You're
or
not
an
really.
apartment.
You're not
I have
really,
somewhere to sleep.
Yeah. You're not
Okay,
like.
if I have
you're
somewhere
not
to
struggling
sleep,
that bad, but like things obviously could be better. But like you're
if
healthy.
If I have somewhere to sleep, it can even be a shithole. If I have somewhere to sleep,
I mean, we're men. This is the boys' podcast. I mean,
if I have somewhere to sleep and I have people around me that I care about and that care about me, then I'd much rather be healthy. Now, if I'm rich and unhealthy, yeah, I mean that just sounds awful. I don't know, because
I mean, obviously,
once you're
no one
unhealthy,
wants
you
to be,
can't do anything.
exactly.
Well, I mean, it depends how unhealthy.
If you have money, but I mean,
but how unhealthy? Like, are we talking fat guy? Like just fat guy?
I guess like, you put me on
like
the spot.
like Peter Griffin, but
like
rich.
Peter Griffin, rich, but like you have health problems. You have like a few other things that you have to tend to.
So like you have to go to the doctor.
It essentially
You're that unhealthy.
And it essentially like shortens your lifespan too. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Obesity will do that to you generally.
That too.
So, okay, if I'm just like fat, nah, because I have to go to the gym, bro. I just don't get
that's what I'm saying. So
without going to the gym.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So even for a person like you, let's say that you're not fat, but you have some sort of internal problems, mental health problems. But you're rich.
I gotta go to the gym.
But you're rich.
But I gotta go to the gym.
Well, I mean, no, I'm saying like you go to the gym, but I'm saying like you can still go to the gym, but like you're
so
still
I still
like,
look good and everything.
Yeah, but you're like unhealthy.
Like okay,
like you might have
cancer.
Like, maybe, I mean, if you want to use cancer, but I mean, it could be
diabetes,
like other diseases.
It really depends.
Could be diabetes.
Yeah.
Anything that like shortens your life. Anything that just makes you unhealthy.
Yeah, then probably rich.
You could go to the gym and be like,
I still look good, feel good, and I can still like go to the gym even if I have like some internal problem, as long as it's not fucking up my.
But
life.
you could still go to the gym and be unhealthy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Depending on what your habits are, health.
But you said I'm not fat.
Yeah, you don't have to be fat to fucking be like unhealthy.
Yeah, so you're talking about like organ type problems.
Well, I mean,
having a disease.
I was originally speaking generally, but yes, it's so funny.
Well, it's got to be specific. It's got to be somewhat specific because it's too, Well,
I'm saying like you're not gonna be.
There are certain health issues I could put up with. Like if I got, for example, I got type 1 diabetes, I gotta take a needle once a day or whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll definitely be rich, jacked, and have to take.
But I think. I mean,
shit. Most jacked people take needles.
But I think when people ask that, I mean, obviously, like. The way I look at this shit is like you've grinded your whole life to make all this money, and then like you make all this money, but then like you're like unhealthy, like you're about to lose like your fucking foot and it's gonna kill you or like some shit like that.
That's diabetes.
That means you're be diabetes. I mean,
if you're getting your fucking foot chopped off, that means you
could have an infection on something. You could have got bit. Yeah,
but then you can't go to the gym. You see? Okay, we're getting too deep.
You can go to the gym. What you mean?
Without a foot? I mean,
have you seen that dude on the internet that has no lower half and he's jacked as fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah, I've seen that dude.
You know what I'm saying? No excuses. # no excuses.
All right, generally speaking, I'd rather be satisfied than...
You can still work out the other leg too, just because you're missing a foot.
You get what I'm saying? But it changes the whole experience.
No, I know.
Like, I like the gym as I experience it now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have some problems now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
But
remove your foot, you're gonna have some fucking major problems. That's gonna
I think at the end of the day, I want to be content and satisfied and happy to some extent. Like I can be poor, and as long as I, like you said, like I'm able to live, I'm healthy, I have people I care about around me, great.
Right.
I can be rich, and as long as, once again, I have people around me, I'm healthy. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's why it's so subjective with the unhealthy, because unhealthy is so broad. There's so many different ways.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's also a broad question. That's why.
Yeah, but the poor side was easier to answer.
Not really. Well, because I also specified that for you too. I mean, you could be poor and not have like a home over.
Well, yeah, if I'm homeless. Okay, then we got to go with extremities here. I'm either then I'm rich as fuck and the most unhealthy man on the planet, or I'm poor as fuck but the most healthy man.
If you want to look at it like that, yeah.
Okay, then in that case, poor.
Exactly.
I'd rather be homeless and healthy than be rich, not able to get out of bed, fucking fat slob, can't move. Yeah, we got to go with extremities there. It's too
I think
subjective.
you just no.
I think a lot, bro.
No,
I'm thinking about all the
too.
different fucking.
I mean, yeah,
pieces.
because when you say that, because I just think like, how poor? How
you see what I'm saying? It matters.
How much money are we talking?
So that's why we got to be specific. Like you're either dirt poor and healthy, or you're rich as fuck and just miserable.
Okay.
And I'd rather be dirt poor and healthy than rich as fucking miserable.
All right.
Yeah.
I would agree too. I'd much rather be healthy. There's no point in being unhealthy and having all that money when you can't spend it or do anything.
Yeah.
I can Amazon Prime some drip, but it's not going to help me out. I'm still unhealthy.
Speaking of unhealthy shit, that Mexican alien was starved.
Bro, I'm talking, he looked like he hasn't ate in fucking light years. Yeah. Holy shit. They covered that in Mexico. Do you know where in Mexico they were covering
I don't know exactly in Mexico. But what do you think? You think it's real? You think it's a real alien?
I saw it was cake.
That was
I swear, bro. I was like, damn, no way. They got me again.
That shit was
Fuck.
funny as fuck.
Dude,
bro.
that shit killed me.
I can't believe someone actually made a cake out of that fucker already.
Yeah, it's because people have nothing to do with their fucking lives.
He probably made money off making that cake, though.
Of course he did. Of course. And that's all the money he's going to make. He made probably like $2,000 and he's like, oh, well, there's that.
$2,000 for a $2,000.
We're just waiting for the next viral moment. Holy shit. But that shit killed me. It was definitely cake, so I don't think it was really real.
No, but genuinely, do you think it's real or no?
I think it is. It's just funny because we were talking about this earlier. Like, I think it's funny because it looks like your typical cliche alien, but our government or whoever must have known that we've had aliens or what they look like. Like this, first and foremost, this is not the only one, and because am I getting too far?
Yeah, you're kind of going ahead.
So,
do you think this fucker's real? Do you think that's a real alien corpse, or do you think they just did that for propaganda purposes?
Yes.
You think it's 100% real alien?
I think it's real.
Okay, now expand. Now I need to hear the rest of that. So,
because your typical alien movie or whatever the fuck, how the fuck did these people come up with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to have some sort of laboratory or something where they have, dead aliens or whatever the fuck looks alien-ish, and they base it off that.
I mean,
but also,
is a powerful thing.
You said what?
Imagination.
But with that, because that's what I was just about to lean into, is that with that being said, someone, and also back to people just not having fucking time on their hands. Like, if someone really went through all this trouble just to fake this, then first of all, what the fuck? And secondly,
distractions.
It's pretty convincing. Well, I didn't think about that. It could definitely be just some sort of distraction.
Half of what propaganda is.
If it's a distraction,
away from other stuff.
If they wind up debunking it rather as a fake, then there is definitely something that they were hiding.
I think it's fake.
Do you really?
Yeah,
what makes it? Why? Because it's cake?
No, I just don't see that being how they let us know about the aliens, right? They
did just kind of drop the ball on us with it.
Yeah, they had that thing a couple months ago. What was that thing? See, they confirmed the UFO sightings.
Right.
Damn, I can't believe I'm already forgetting about that. That just shows how this world moves.
Time is moving fast.
But so they had that, and I guess that kind of prepped us a little bit. But bro, you're telling me this fucking little bug size, bro, that dude was 2 feet tall.
I definitely would have kicked a 65-yard field goal with his ass.
Yeah.
But he I don't know, bro. He's not alive. For all we know, he could eat us.
I'm very open-minded, but as soon as the government tells us it's there, I have to question it. I'm like,
Have they said anything about Area 51?
Not that I know of.
Really?
Some people
have we confirmed that's where they be doing that? They have
leaks
aliens?
about Area 51, but the government hasn't personally been we have UFOs and aliens in Area 51. But my thing is, once the government says it, I just stop
believing in it.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I still believe in aliens.
But do you believe in our government?
No.
At all?
Not really, no. I think our government, what at this point, bro, what good are they doing for us at this point? Genuinely.
Doesn't seem like much.
Can you think of anything? Can you think of one thing that you're thank God I got military defense? That's it. That's the only thing I can think of.
I can't lie. That stimmy check helped me out.
Yeah, but it also killed you in the long run.
Oh, does it?
By crashing the economy. Look at the fucking economy.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I was kind of joking when I said that, but I mean, yeah. Other than that,
it helped me out too in the moment.
Yeah.
It was great in the moment, but now look where we are.
Yeah, touche.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and I'm not saying the stimulus check is the only thing that led to our current economic downfall.
Well, we know that,
but it definitely contributed.
Yeah, it definitely didn't help the situation.
Yeah, and ironically, Trump was in office for that shit, right? I couldn't believe.
Well, when he gave us the stimmies?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell us? So you mean to tell him? Yeah. That he's the reason why this is now the inflation and all that.
I'm saying that
Since he gave
played
us
a
a
part.
check?
I think it played a part, but I mean, I'm sure he wasn't the only voice that.
Oh, of course not. No, of course not.
But it is ironic that he was there, and all the Democrats accepted that money with open hands, and here they are, like, oh, fuck Trump.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I just don't trust the government for fucking shit, dude. I don't know. They just don't seem to be doing a lot of good. I think they're polluting our minds in so many different ways. They just want us to be like once again, they're putting alien in front of us to be like, oh, focus on alien, forget about all your problems.
But don't you think they're just trying to kind of let us know, like, hey, by the way, like, just in case you guys are wondering, these are in fact real. So, plan accordingly.
No.
You don't think so?
No, the government, because, bro, if they thought...
I guess it makes sense because they need a reason.
If they thought
to let us know that
knowing about aliens would cause us to have any sort of real reaction, they would not let us know about it. Maybe they knew that we're so fucking absorbed in like social media and stuff and desensitized that like we would see the aliens be like, oh, I knew they existed. Move on.
Well, essentially, that is kind of what happened. I mean, we had that quick little like, oh shit, and now we're all like, all right, man, who's playing tonight? I
mean, bro, I wasn't even hype about it. I saw it, and I
was
didn't even like the second I saw it, I'm like, there's something wrong.
But with that though, I mean, for years, there's been UFO sightings. There's been all this hoopla about.
I think aliens are real.
No, but
I just don't think that alien.
No, but that's my point.
An alien.
But that's my point.
It looks like it's made of like cardboard. It doesn't look.
Motherfucker, it's 2,000 years old. That shit ain't gonna look like.
Yeah, but if you look at like a normal mummy, like you unwrap a normal, like it looks like a fucking mummy. Well, like that. What the fuck even is?
Because that's a mummy. This versus an alien.
This is a mummified alien.
No. To mummify it, you have to like do that shit. You have to wrap it.
Yeah, it was. They unwrapped it.
Oh, did they?
That was the whole thing. Yeah.
I didn't see the unraveling of it. I didn't see that motherfucker open.
That was a whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I literally just saw it.
It was a mummified alien.
Oh, was it? Oh, that makes sense.
It just doesn't even look like it looks like it was made from cardboard and just placed there. Like that thing probably weighs like.
It's just so funny because it literally looks like such a cliche alien. Like like you're like your typical small friendly one that's like, hey.
And that's I have another thing that makes it a little sus.
Oh, wait, real quick, because that's what I was going with though. Like for years, like we've always had people have always assumed that aliens are real, and then there's been the people that don't think they're real. So I think that's why they just dropped the information because like, well, look, I mean, we'll confirm it for y'all since there's already like a majority of like I think as years have progressed too, I think more people have believed in aliens. I would love to actually know that statistic, but I think that's why they dropped that information too because they figured like, all right, look, you guys probably already. You guys have found enough information. We're just gonna let you guys know. But here's the thing: how does it like? So you said that, you're wondering how it impacts us. Like, what good does that do for us?
Yeah,
I couldn't tell. I'm not saying it does anything. For
it doesn't.
No, not at all.
That's my point. I think it does more. I think it would help us more if aliens were real. And now, once again,
you're saying if they were like, look, aliens are real, and they're here to give you guys all $10,000, like you would be like pretty satisfied. Like they want like a reason. Is that what you're looking for?
No, that's not what I'm going with this. I think because you said like aliens are real, plan accordingly. That's what you said earlier. Like
I mean, I was joking, but yeah, essentially. Right.
So
I think that's why they.
I think
said that
if aliens were genuinely something to like even remotely care about at the moment, I think that they would keep it more of a secret because telling us would almost be the worst thing for us. Because if we had an actual reaction, we'd panic like fuck.
I feel like if they were like aliens are invading, I mean, yeah, but like if they're just like,
what did you mean by plan accordingly?
I was just joking. I think they gave us the information. Like, here you go. Like, we don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, aliens are real. You got like do whatever you want with that information. Essentially, what I meant with like plan accordingly.
Well, I think
like get a gun or
the
like
American government denies it. I think American government is still like.
No, I thought they released they declassified
the UFO shit. Yeah.
But not aliens.
But they didn't confirm that was aliens. They just confirmed that these are UFOs.
Oh, so they actually haven't confirmed that this alien is like.
They confirmed it without confirming it.
Oh, word?
So with the UFO stuff, America was basically like, So yes, there were UFOs, which just means unidentified flying object, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there were UFOs, and we have no idea where they could have possibly came from because they had technology that we can't comprehend.
Right.
So that's like saying that's an alien UFO, but they didn't confirm it was an alien UFO, so they didn't say that.
Well, I mean, obviously, they're not going to just bluntly tell us that. Like,
Why?
I mean, because if they,
I didn't see more fucking proof.
because, like you said, the reaction that they would get.
Nah.
If you don't think so, if they straight up just showed us like a real, if they showed us a different alien, we would react differently. If they didn't just show us like a little baby, oh look, they showed us a massive fucking ugly looking
I
terrifying.
still would think it's bullshit. Now, what I need,
wouldn't. Fuck that.
So look,
if the government actually like posts that shit on their verified account, bro. If I see the blue check next and it says USA government and it's a picture of some monstrous ass alien, yeah, I'm believing that shit.
Nah, not me. But
bro, that's crazy.
Why? You believe what the government tells you?
I mean, if I see a picture of an alien, I mean, I might.
A picture? I need to see that bitch in person. I need to see the technology that alien can build.
Wait, can't we go
you
see this alien?
You are not going to just prove that there are fucking aliens on Earth by
using
showing me this fucking bullshit cardboard box looking ass alien.
I mean, I understand that, but like,
or even a full grown one. It could look like fucking Predator.
Then why give a shit? Then why would you believe these pictures that girls be posting?
What? I don't.
I'm
a gym thought myself. I know what goes on there. Peep at Vince Flynn.
Wait, did you say Jim thought? Wait, where are you going with this?
You said girls be posting. Like you're talking about like they're fucking like.
No, I just mean in general. Like girls be posting like pictures.
Filters and all that shit.
No, not
right?
even that. Like, because you're saying like you wouldn't believe.
Well, I was gonna say like
you wouldn't believe it because you said based off a picture, but you believe like this person is real based off of their Instagram picture. So why would you believe that and not that? Because it's coming from the government versus them.
In a way, yeah.
I mean, I can understand that.
I
but
thought
like,
you meant more like the filters chicks put on their pictures.
No. Just in general, like if you saw like a picture of me, like how do you know like that's really me? Like you know what I'm saying? Or like why would you believe that that's me?
Well, there are fake accounts out there.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
you gotta look
I'm
into
saying
it.
that argument is strictly based off just like pictures. Like if someone's posting just like a picture,
bro, I'm not believing like. Bro, for something like, look, if
they put it in a museum in Orlando and we went and saw it, would you believe it?
Not necessarily.
Okay. So that's what I want to know. Why? So you believe in aliens, but I
believe in aliens.
What if it came from a different source?
Bro, look, I would need proof, not just this fucking bullshit body that you just have in front of me on a picture or even in front of me in person.
So what's the proof that you would need?
Like I said, I need to see the type of technology they can have. I need to see some sort of historical documentation of them besides from Egyptian hieroglyphics. I need to see more fucking bodies because there's no way that's the only fucking one here.
I mean, too. But it's alien stuff, so they're not just gonna. I don't think they're just gonna dump all that shit on us. Like they were easing us into the UFOs and all that. That's why, like, they were.
Bro, don't you remember when that UFO shit came out? They were shooting down UFOs left and right for like a month.
Wait, when?
Bro, when that shit we shot down a UFO in Canada.
Oh,
and they confirmed it wasn't Earth technology or some bullshit like that.
And has there been a follow-up story on that?
No.
Oh, well, that's annoying.
It fucking happened. Like that 1 month was like alien month of the year. They released a bunch of documents, and then all of a sudden UFOs are everywhere, and they're getting shot down left and right, all while a bunch of political shit is going on. It's just smoke and mirrors, bro. It's smoke and fucking mirrors.
That's so crazy.
It all happened in the same fucking time frame, and then all of a sudden, oh no, where are the UFOs now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
no, we're not shooting them down anymore.
You know what I want to know? Have there been any UFOs in Florida?
Not there.
Have there been any UFOs in Orlando or Florida?
I don't know. But
why?
I don't care.
I do.
Well, then find out on your free time.
Are they visiting like Kansas or like these motherfucking who the fuck states? Like, man, come say what's up to us. Come holler at us.
Well, it's easier to see them in those states too. They have less.
Come take pollution. A sip. Come take a little rip.
They have less pollution in the air when you're in like a flyover state because they don't have like as much infrastructure.
Do we have island pollution?
What?
Like,
look, listen. My point is,
I meant like in the air.
Bro.
I meant
like, bro. You trust the government a little too much.
No. I don't
trust them fuckers way too much.
Not really. When it comes to this alien, I believe in aliens. So like it depending on the picture. Bro, I don't know. I don't trust a lot of that shit because I've seen a lot of like.
Let me put it this way.
This AI shit's crazy too. So like, no,
we ain't getting AI.
I can see what
you're
saying with the pictures now. Like I can get it.
Well. I mean, you could go that way too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But look,
it makes sense.
My thing is,
even on Twitter,
I saw this comedian. I don't remember his name. Shout out this guy though. You guys probably heard the joke too. He said that he has one. So he said that the government is in charge of 300 million people.
Right. Okay.
And he's like, you trust those motherfuckers? They're in charge of 300 million people.
It's a lot.
He's like, I am one dad. I have one kid.
Oh, yeah.
And I lie to that motherfucker all the time.
Yeah.
Bro, they're lying to us all the fucking time.
So do you think UFOs aren't real then? Because they told us that information.
I don't think the UFOs that they shot down back whenever the fuck this was going on a couple months ago
are actual UFOs.
Yeah, I think that shit was a bunch of bullshit. I think that was China shit at the worst, or America.
So you think it's all just, so it really is just smoking mirrors, propaganda,
No,
bunch of fake
I think
bullshit.
UFOs may have possibly been a thing in the past. Like maybe, but I'm open to that idea. But I think during that month when all that shit was going on, like conveniently, the same month that we decide we're going to let America know that we've seen UFOs, conveniently, the same month, 4 UFOs pop up. Shut the fuck up. Shut your ass up. That is ridiculous.
I mean, yeah.
You're full of shit.
I do always forget that. I mean, now that you say that, I mean,
it's so obvious.
I don't believe it, but I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, what the fuck is there to believe anymore? You know?
Yeah, that's why I just don't trust the government. Like, I
don't trust a lot of sources.
If they're gonna tell me that aliens are real, like I said, they better have a lot of proof to back it up. Don't just show me this fucking cardboard box looking ass alien.
Why do you say it's cardboard? It doesn't look cardboard.
It looks like
more stone to me.
No.
Yeah, it looks more like looks like it was carved. Like someone carved it. It was like a sculpture.
It looks like paper mache.
Okay, I mean,
yeah, something like that.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I'll take it, but I mean,
what was that about? Oh yeah, you need to show me. Like that's the same way we have human history.
Yeah,
like you open up a history book.
I need to see the same thing.
And there's a lot of documentation of events that have, and even human history has been fucked with, by the way, by the government.
Right.
The winners write the books. Anyway, so if they gave me some sort of like backdating shit that I could really see multiple bodies, not just one. Like I need a family at least.
Right.
Maybe a bloodline. Give me like 200 aliens.
Honestly, yeah, I definitely need to see more than fucking one.
You're telling me you found one? There's one. Shut the fuck up. And you're telling me the one you found is a toddler?
Did they dig it up? Isn't that what they said?
No, they said they've had it for a while. They just now revealed it. I don't know how they found it.
They didn't say where they found it.
It was in a coffin. It was in like a sarcophagus.
Are we sure it's not a dinosaur? I don't know if they dug it up.
I mean, technically, no. It's not a fucking dinosaur.
Aren't those called what? Paleontologists? The ones that dig that shit up?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sounds stupid.
Though, good shit. No, let's move on. Let's move on. Fuck the government.
Wait, what are we at right now, Nick?
Yeah, we got time. We got a little segment. So,
we do have to do this segment.
So last time I felt a little left out because these boys, these boys and gal decided to start a new segment without me, which was what was it?
Never Have I Ever.
Never Have I Ever. So me and Bray, we got our own segment coming in.
You want to start us off?
I was gonna ask you to, but I can.
I mean, I'll start us off.
No, I got it right here. All right. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Sight.
Really?
Yeah. Because because I can see everything, but if I can't remember it, then there's no point in seeing it.
No, you just lose your prior memories. You don't lose future memories. Like what you remember right now is gone.
So I'm basically starting fresh.
You start over in a way.
Nah.
But you don't remember anyone. You don't remember who your mom is, who your dad is, who I am.
I'm still choosing the sight.
Okay.
Because I can still retain my memory, and if I've had my sight and then it just goes away, I'll at least still have like an understanding of how to get around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the memories.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, I got pictures, so people can teach me about what my life used to be.
So you're saying that people can jog your memory?
Not jog it, just teach me. It'd be like learning all over again. Like hearing a story about somebody else. Like if somebody told me about your life, they're telling me about my prior life.
Right. So but that's weird though, because it
would still be a different perspective, and
it's
you wouldn't
ironic
get it from
that
your
goes into
eyes.
your whole government thing though, because then you just have to trust whatever it is they're telling you.
Well, yeah, I mean that, but what else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? No, I'd rather keep my sight, bro, because I'm only 24. I got a long time left on this planet.
That was some real shit I just said. That was crazy.
It was all right, but I got a long life to live, and I need to be able to see it. Like, if you think about it, think about it. We're only 24. We got at least 60 years left, right? Like, say we make it to 84. Well, even let's cut it to 50, okay? We got 50 more years. We're only a third of the way through our life at most.
I mean, fuck, when you say it like that, yeah, I mean, shit.
So you would only lose a third of your life, but now you get to see the other 2/3.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you still get to see it, but then like, I mean, are we talking like baby? Like, do I have to like relearn how to like shit, piss, like
No,
say
you just
hello?
lose
Oh,
like
okay.
your memories.
Oh, okay.
Like you still have your instincts and like your natural like shit.
Dude, make a valid argument.
I'm keeping my side.
But it's like, yeah, but I mean, it's like starting over at 24.
It's not fully starting over. You still have like you still have your IQ too.
Ever saying that, then
You lose the knowledge of what you've learned, but you still keep like your general IQ, like your general intelligence, like your ability to learn.
Oh, okay.
You know, like you're not a fucking like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel you. Honestly, yeah, I'd probably switch then, because I mean, yeah, because then I can just relearn everything. But I mean, honestly, no, I switch it for a completely different way, because then it's a whole new life.
Yeah, you're like level 2.
Especially if I retain some information.
Matrix. Well, you don't retain any information per se. You just retain like the ability to talk and shit.
Okay.
Wipe your own like basic human instinct.
If I have that, I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, I'll take.
So sight.
So yeah.
All right. You're up.
Okay. Would you rather be remembered in history books for doing something terrible, or be completely forgotten after you die?
Yo, that's actually really good. That's a good question for me specifically.
That's why I had to.
Because I'm obsessed with that.
Uh-huh.
So would I rather be remembered in history for
something terrible, or completely forgotten?
That's hard, because I wouldn't want to be like Hitler terrible. Like, how terrible are we talking? Mark Zuckerberg terrible?
This motherfucker with the whole it's up to you. However, whatever you want it to be.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna specify a little bit. I'm gonna say I would rather be known for something terrible, as long as it's no worse than someone like King Henry VIII. He was a fucking shitty guy. Everybody knows he was a shitty guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a good fucking life. He was balling. Like,
right.
You ever seen the series about him, bro? He was fucking. He was
on Netflix.
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
Oh, word.
I watched it years ago.
Oh, Amazon Prime that bitch.
It's called The Tutors.
The Tutors.
Huh, yeah, because that was the Tudor family. But yeah, no, I would yeah. As long that's as bad as I go though. He killed like five or six of his wives, and like obviously he was the reason for breaking away from the Catholic Church and destroying that.
So you want to be remembered when you die?
You want to make an impact, at least to some, like even the smallest extent. I just want to like, even if my name is just mentioned.
Do you think Oppenheimer's bad? Since that's kind of relative right now. Like, do you think he's remembered in the history books for doing something terrible?
No, definitely not. No.
Really?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I would think so, to an extent.
No.
He created the nuclear bomb.
He also ended World War II.
But in a very
bad way, but
you see what I'm saying?
But that's on America. They said,
but I'm saying that's more or less to what you were saying.
It's America's fault.
Yeah.
You made the thing. It's up to us of what we do with it.
How we take care of it now that we know this.
Like, I sell a gun, right? I sell a gun to somebody. They can choose to go shoot somebody, or they can choose to just go to the firing range.
That's true.
See what I'm saying?
I would shoot somebody. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. If they piss me off.
What about you? Remembered for something terrible, or?
No, I would honestly probably have to say the same thing, because I definitely want to go down. I want to be remembered, but obviously not for something like terrible.
Yeah, just in some way.
Like I would imagine, especially after people seeing the Oppenheimer. I mean, in today's society, I would definitely fucking imagine that people probably look at him like, oh shit, like he's like a bad person or something like that. But like, he's really not.
I didn't think it was
that might not be like a good analogy, but like,
why is everyone bringing Einstein into it? Wasn't he part of the fucking nuclear bomb too?
I still need to do
the formula for it or some shit.
I think he kind of helped Oppenheimer a little bit.
Yeah,
when
I watched that movie, they didn't touch on Einstein too much, but I always heard that Einstein was a big reason we got the nuclear bomb. But
I'm sure he probably helped with like the math of it and stuff. I'd
have to research.
I would think so. But yeah, I definitely would rather be remembered for doing something terrible.
Just like with a line on top.
Of course. Yeah, exactly. I'm not talking. Yeah, I don't want to.
I ain't gonna be Hitler.
Nah, fuck that.
All right. Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or an average person today?
Damn, that's a good question. Honestly, fuck. Would I rather be royalty? You said what, 1,000 years ago, or be an average person now?
Yeah.
I'd be an average person. Back then, it's just you. I mean, obviously, just the fact that I have a shower, I would rather be an average person. Like 1,000 years
But
ago.
royalty, you get bathed.
Yeah,
You
but
hire a sexy maid to bathe you.
1,000 years ago, sex. I mean, it
There were
depends on.
definitely.
Well, I mean,
sexy
I
women
know
back then.
that, but I'm saying like, and I mean, they didn't have like water like that. So I mean,
They still shaved back then. You know?
No, I know, but they did it like
We're
once.
talking
every
1,000,
6
not
months.
20,000.
No, I agree, but I mean,
1,000 years ago is what 1,023. That's like
I was just about to
the
say, I was
Roman
like,
Empire,
1,000
right?
years
Wasn't
ago.
the Roman Empire around?
I mean,
at that
like
time?
I can understand.
I hope I said that right, or I sound like a dipshit.
I don't. That's why I was like, nah,
Yeah,
I'm not touching on that. I'm like, I'll let you run that one. No, I mean, obviously the royalty part has its perks for obvious reasons, especially back in the day. But back in the day, it was just completely different. It was just not what it is now. Like I would much rather.
I'm royalty 1,000 years ago. One, because of what I just said about being remembered, and then two,
touche. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
bro. If you watch that series I was just talking about, the Tudors, bro, the way they were living royalty
I know
then,
the way
they were living.
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I would almost rather be royalty back then than rich as fuck now. Because royalty back then, bro, you were treated like a god.
I mean,
you weren't just like,
no, I know, like
Trump or something.
No,
you were
you weren't even close to Trump.
praised.
No, yeah,
You were praised.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, you are right, but like they really
And pampered. Like I said, you hire sexy maids to.
But a lot of
wash
those
your dick
royalty
for you.
motherfuckers died early. For
Yeah, I guess that
numerous
kind of sucks. You
reasons.
die at like 40 or 50.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because you don't have the.
I think Henry made it pretty far though.
I mean, you might have made it to like 50.
Yeah. Okay, well that's my answer. What you got?
Yeah, I'd definitely be an average person. I have an iPhone right now. What the fuck? I'd definitely be an average person.
Yeah, but you're.
I YouTube this.
Yeah, but
shit.
being royalty automatically makes you a genius.
No, it doesn't.
Back then it did. People couldn't say
I
you're
mean,
wrong or you'd have them killed.
No, I know, but like I'm talking about internal. I mean, it'd be a huge ego boost. But what the fuck? What do you mean? Like, yeah, of course everyone's gonna think you're smart, but I know I'm a
Right now, I'd have your head chopped off on this podcast.
No, the
right
fuck,
now.
boy, I'll outrun all your fat ass fucking whatever the fuck. Oh, that's so funny. Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self?
Past self, because
I would too.
Because there's no guarantee of who my future self is gonna be, and so in the shitty scenario where my future self sucks, like I can't change that. Whereas if I go to my past self, I already know where I am now, where I want to be, so I could give my past self advice on how to maybe make that process a little quicker.
Better, because it can alter your future. I mean, you can, obviously, if you have a minute conversation with your future self, you can alter your future, but you see what it is. I don't know. Actually, I guess thinking about that now, I guess I kind of second guess it, because your future could be, like, let's say you go and talk to your future self and it's like, you know, everything you want and more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're successful, you made it. But then you go back and to your regular life, knowing that, you're going to have so much paranoia and anxiety because you're not going to want to fuck up anything that prevents you from getting to this step. You see what I'm saying? But as opposed to your past life, we don't know what our future holds. So I might already have that. I might not. But if I can go to my past self and already let them know, hey, this is what I know now. These are the steps you need to take in order to become this. I can have that earlier.
Yeah, that's
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
if you said that exactly, my bad. I wanted to get mine in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly.
That's
like,
what I was saying. But
I told you I agreed.
Definitely past self. But I think that's all the time we got. We had more.
I was gonna say
more. Would you rather's? But
we got a huge fucking Gator game on tonight. I'm gonna update y'all. The Gators are playing Tennessee. What the fuck is a volunteer? Am I right? You can close this out. My bad. I just wanted to say that.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for tuning back in. It feels good to be back, baby. Did you like having me back, Bray? I know you missed me.
I did.
Yep. Nick didn't miss
It's
me.
not the Otown talk without Vince.
But it's good to be back, and thank you for liking. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, you better have liked. And also subscribe, or you just wasted your time and our time.
Mm-hmm.
And follow
Definitely
us on all our socials. Everything will be in the description, including Bailey's, even though she's not here. You can
She will be on the next podcast.
Of course. And turn the notifications
on.
And that'll be a wrap. Thank you for tuning in.
Let's go, Gators. Fuck Tennessee. We out.